Hello, jazz lovers from around the planet. Tony Winston here, going to work on the song I Fall in Love Too Easily. I got two charts in front of me. One's from the Real Book 3, and the other one's from the new Real Book 3. Song by Sammy Kahn and Julie Stein. I'm going to do open voicings first, then some rootless voicings, and then I've got a special surprise. I recorded this song with a girl singer about 20-some years ago. I don't know. I'm going to put that at the end of the video and talk about it. Here we go. Open voicings. All right, so let me talk a little bit about first open voicings. You know, when I do open voicings, my starting point is the magic formulas, which come down to me from Berklee College of Music by way of my piano teacher for about 5 years, Mr. Ted Howe. And he's still out there playing and doing great. In fact, he's got something new cooking. I don't know what it is, but check him out, Ted Howe, Howe. So, you know, when I start open voicings, I think of these basic formulas. Like here, you see if F minor, there's a little rest there, but I'm just playing the melody on the first note there, C. All right, so I have a good open voicing there, and I get it from a formula, 1, 5, 7, 3, 5. Now, I could start off with just, since there's a rest there in the melody, I could do any voicing. I could put the third on top, I could put the root on top, I could put the seventh on top, and then come in with the melody. And I think that's what I did. I put the third on top and then played the melody. Now here's a B flat, it says 13, but I just think B flat 7. And the formula, root 7, 3, 5, 1. Then here's the 13, and you can jam in the flat 9 there. And I think that's a good voicing. And then E flat with the third on top, and I just did a standard voicing, 1, 5, 3, 7, 3. That's the formula. You know, you can add notes to it if you want to, like the 13 there. And then A flat. You know, it's not quite a standard formula. The standard formula there would be like A flat, but that's a little low, so you take out the doubled note and move the left hand up. So there's my A flat. You know, just playing part of the voicing, because I'm coming in now with the third on top, or the fifth on top there on the D minor 7 flat 5. And the formula, 1 flat 5, 7, 3, flat 5. And G7, there's the formula. You know, I see those altered tensions there, so I could just do that for the sharp 5 and like that. And right there, see, is a little rootless voicing, a box voicing, which I'm sure I'll use later. You know, and other charts will just say G7 flat 9, which is good. And, you know, if you've got one altered interval like a flat 9, you can usually add another one like the flat 13. There's the flat 9, third, flat 13. Sometimes it's called the sharp 5, but a little C minor here. And this A7 is kind of tough to handle, but I like just that barren sound there. But you could put the A in the bass there. And then here, you know, it's a shortened version of this voicing. And that's pretty standard right there for a flat 13 chord. Comes from the formulas. And then C minor, it's getting really low here, so I'm just going to put a bass note down here and play all the rest of the chord up there. That's C minor with the B flat and the bass. And sometimes I like to leave the third out of that. It just makes a nice harmonic sound to me. And I love this chord right here, A minor 7 flat 5. Most books will tell you that you can't put a 13 on that, but right there is exactly what happens. And I think it's a great chord there. I love the sound of that. I think that's actually from the formulas. This was the chord I was practicing through the cycle of fifths when my first wife served me the divorce papers. So, practice that one at your own risk. Now, on this D7, it says D7 altered. So I put all the altered tensions in there. Flat 9, sharp 9, flat 13, sharp 11, and it's just a great chord. It's just awesome. And that's a new one for me. I can't say I've ever practiced that particular chord, but I just love it. We'll practice that in all 12 keys. Let's see if I can do it right now. Yeah, you've got to understand the chord some kind of way. Oh, that's just such a rich chord. All right. Anyway, that's basically how I approach the open voicings. Start with the basic formulas, and then you move things around, add tensions, and of course do a little bit of reharmonization if you want to. Like down here on the very last line, where it goes, I fall in love too. It says G7 altered. I made that unaltered first, then altered it. Then they got a C7 flat 9. I put a regular 9, then the flat 9. So I've actually got harmonic motion on every beat. Okay, for rootless voicing.